I love that phrase. And I think awareness in terms of the detail of the detail. And awareness of charge.
However it shows up.
Yeah, awareness is such a key word. It's so big.
It
Yeah.
is, isn't it?
Very expansive word.
It's
A
like
little bit can change things radically.
Sorry, Craig, I didn't hear it.
I said even a little bit of awareness can change things radically. Very potent word.
It can always be there.
Mm.
awareness is power.
Apparently so.
Limitless power.
It's easy to be aware of others.
Yeah, and you realize when you operate from a place of awareness instead of a place of ignorance. Or like they've said, blissfully unaware.
Now listening to others, bring all the way back to the beginning. The starting position. Aware of the interaction with others. The structure of you and the me. And what do I want in between? What is between? And leads into my word is peaceful.
Mm.
Full warrior.
Peaceful power is awareness.
Mm.
And wisdom.
Mm.
He says we have access to all knowledge, but we're unaware of it.
We're
Human
just
beings
not
tend
aligned to
become
it. We're just
Well,
not aligned to it.
not aware of it. So it's not a matter of not being aligned to it. It's not being aware that there's even anything to align to.
Mm.
You know, but instead, what human beings tend to do is numb to the situation, numb to the current reality, instead of opening up to it. Because numb is kind of a peaceful state, actually. State of regulation. State of closedness, constriction. That can look like peace. Maybe that's why the Bible uses the terminology peace that passes understanding. Peace that's beyond understanding. Our minds can deceive us with understanding. I know that understanding has gotten in my way many, many times in my life.
Aware of the space between.
there's a difference between wisdom and conventional wisdom. Yeah, wisdom is a dynamic. It's a dynamic energy. It expands with awareness. Conventional wisdom is a closed box.
Well, wisdom is basically being able to stay in the now. That's real wisdom.
And now is the most dynamic spot there is, actually.
It is the something.
Where potential lives.
Yeah, the now is what create your future.
It's the most powerful gateway to the future. Hey, Pascal?
Mm. I am a student of the now.
Yeah, I never thought of silence and stillness and now being dynamic. But the R has a lot of potential energy in there, in that space. Anything.
Conditional and unconditional. What's that mean for you guys?
Patterns. That's what it brings up for me. And choice.
Anchoring choice is always anchoring choice.
Why anchoring, Jesse?
for the consistency, right? For the conditions, right? For the, if you're changing patterns, right? It's changing patterns. What is the anchoring new patterns into? It's not been thinking of it this morning.
What comes to me with that is anchoring awareness. And when I did that, I had this huge, expansive experience, and the notion of curiosity was there. Or the energy of curiosity. And the momentum of curiosity, right? If you're curious about something, there's the experience of intrigue, lots of things that come into it. I never thought of anchoring awareness or choice. It's interesting. I've got it a little bit with alignment.
It always overrides the logical or obvious, right? I mean, it can. And why else would we make a mistake, right?
I mean, what also comes to me with this is the heart. It sounds crazy to say you anchor the heart space, but
You say that again, Allison?
well, in anchoring, so I mean, I'm kind of processing this myself in my head. So anchoring is more successful the more you practice it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, so now how do I do this? And you have to do it just through practice and through awareness, and so it's like for me anyway, that's what I'm thinking now. is that over and over and over again, that experience, you bring that experience, and a shortcut is to bring the experience of the heart to the situation. You bring an experience of the heart to the situation with awareness and with presence. Because for some people, the heart space is still not aligned, not fully aligned. Right? So there are layers, I guess. Don't know, I'm not sure. So every time, what I was thinking is that every time that I feel that I'm up against a wall, like what are those, what's the essence of the thoughts that I engage with when I'm right there? And then how do I, what can I use to switch that? And it involves awareness, choice, awareness of choice, alignment. So initially awareness is a kind of a non-action, but it's not. It's, as Pascal said, one of the most powerful actions. But it also, I guess it's the ember to activity. It's how you then act. Because I was thinking the same thing about wisdom.
Yeah.
So Allison, you inspire me to find my word for today.
Oh, good.
So my word for today is allowing.
Ah, nice.
Just allow it.
Yes.
No judgment. Just allow it to be there.
Yeah.
No thoughts, no feeling, no attachments.
Well, you can observe feeling. You can have feeling and just observe it.
Yeah, like be the awareness of the awareness, right?
Exactly. And just think of how powerful that is and how unconditional that is as opposed to conditioned. But I guess it would be great if that became conditioned, eh? If that was the new norm.
Yeah, and the reason we always ask questions, is because this mind doesn't know anything.
Well, I don't know that it doesn't know anything, but it doesn't know it all yet.
Why? Yeah, but you keep asking. Oh, yeah. Why do I feel this way? Oh, why do I do this? Oh, why did blah 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 blah. Like non-stop all day. Right?
Wait
Trying to
until
catch up
Kai
with your muscle memory.
wait until Kai starts talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we keep following that mind.
Yes.
You know, and it's like in meditation, that's why meditation is powerful, because like the practice is, empty your thought, like don't follow that mind, right? And it's a lot easier because you have no distraction around you.
Yeah.
right? Like, so,
Yeah, so you're preparing the energetic field, right? It's
well, really,
practicing.
the practice is like day to day, you know?
Yes. But in that space, you're practicing the energies in the body. So in many ways, I mean, what I've come to now this morning is that anchoring and practicing go hand in hand. And that is why it's often said in this group that you can have all the knowledge, but if you don't have a place to practice it, it doesn't integrate, doesn't become part of you.
I would agree with that.
I'll go back to Jesse's thing about conditioned and unconditioned. And initially, my response was patterns, right? So and I was thinking about old patterns as opposed to new patterns, which is why I thought of choice. That your new patterns can become your old patterns. And that would, in some ways, would be that you'd mastered the anchoring.
So you're saying your old pattern can become your new pattern?
No, your new patterns can become your old patterns.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense?
Just, I just feel like,
They can take the place of your old patterns. In other words, this is how I see it. So you've got a set of patterns, and then you get momentum and creativity, and you develop new patterns. Those first lot of old patterns get dropped. So now you've got your new set of patterns, and you become again curious and creative, and you have momentum.
right.
So your new patterns then become your old ones, and you create new ones.
That's why it's so important to have a desired reality that creates that pattern, that new pattern.
Yeah. It's a choice, right?
Right. Because if not, if you don't go there, then that one pattern, that one addiction or whatever, that one pattern can just be replaced by another one that's no more beneficial than the first one.
Yes. Just I'm going to join on my phone so that I can move around a bit, okay?
Okay.
That's why, like, addiction, let's say you're addicted to alcohol. It's not easy to just go cold turkey the next day, but if you able to switch it for something else, right? Instead than drinking like alcohol, then you're drinking, I don't know, milk. Right? Or something like that, right? Like so the habit of like drinking is still there, but you're drinking something that it's, you know, healthier for you, right? So replacing addiction, it's to me it's important. It's important.
Yes.
I never seen that way until I was watching this called the Eye Level Conversation, I think it's, and yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, that makes so much sense, and I'm like, let me try this, right? Let me do this. Not even try. Let's
Good, how are
do
you?
this.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know if
you're not actually replacing the
I-
pattern.
I-
You're replacing the contents of the pattern,
yeah,
because the pattern's going to be there, because that's human nature. And
Yeah, and
everything we do is a pattern of some kind or another.
yeah, and drinking is not a bad thing. It depends what you drink.
Right. You have to drink something or other. That's part of
Well, yeah.
that's part of survival, right?
Here on, I mean, I heard some people that don't drink anything for days, but I mean, like, is it like, it's not the reality, let's say that. Right?
You can't survive very long, just like you can't survive very long without breathing.
No.
Breathing's a pattern too. So is your heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, when you master not breathing, then you don't belong here. There's nothing to learn here. Right? Like, it's like,
Have an out-of-body experience.
mm,
Or you die and you get sent back.
yeah, were you aware of your breathing when you were, say, on the other side?
No, but I know I
No.
suffocated to get there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole patterning thing is really interesting. It's really interesting exploration, because the patterns are necessary. You know, even for like substance addictions, there's the reason they're hard. It's hard to remodel a pattern or an addiction, because sometimes there's a perceived benefit by having the addiction. So that could be, it could be even something as simple as a way to self-regulate or numb yourself.
Well, most of the time that's what it is, right? You know,
That's exactly the thing.
you want to escape reality. So let me drug myself, right? I cannot deal with this reality right now. Right? It's always escaping.
Yeah.
You know, you see that a lot, like, you know, people like getting through divorce or something, and then they start drinking like nonstop. They can't deal with all of these emotions, so like they numb themselves. And it becomes a bigger problem, unfortunately, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can change the contents of the addictive pattern. You change the contents of the addictive pattern, and sometimes what comes in is worse than the one that was there.
Yeah.
So, for an example, you start by having an addiction to alcohol, let's say, and then you get rid of your addiction to alcohol, but you take up meth instead.
Mm.
Yeah. By the contents of the addiction, right, or the contents of the pattern.
Right, you up the dose a little bit.
But the reason behind both of those patterns is the same. That perceived benefit that's there.
Why? It comes down to like the attachment. We're attached to our body, we're attached to our emotion, we're attached to our thoughts. We all learned that like we're not our thoughts, we're not an emotion, we're not our body.
That's right. That's where the identity issue comes in, right?
That's you know, that's where it's at, right? Like, and it's like a constant like reminder, like, no, I'm not this. But like, if you asked on the street, like anywhere in the world, did you know that you're not this, that? Like, how many people would say, oh, really? No? Would they agree with you? Or like, they would be like, no, I'm my body. Come on, man. Like, you know? You don't know what's going on in my head.
That's why I don't like identifying with it, like saying I am an alcoholic is not healthy, because that's an identification with it. Because no, you're not an alcoholic. You're a human being that has adopted a pattern that is detrimental to your well-being. It's really the truth. And it's like when people say, they put ownership on it too, that like they'll say, oh, this is my pattern. Well, that basically does the same thing. Or owning an addiction does the same thing as identifying with it, or so identifying as it.
Yeah, you already dedicated like your future.
Right.
You say, I am this.
Yeah, you
and
sold
the universe
your soul.
Says, yes, you are.
Well, exactly.
I'm a loving person. Yes, you are. It can only match you. And like, it'll bring you the environment that you want, right? No, and they'll keep bringing like those friends that like, they're aligned with you. I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah,
Let's
you keep
experience
informing
that.
your unconscious that's who you are. That's what you are.
Yeah. Yeah, and we know the unconscious, like it drives 95% of your life, maybe
It
100%.
does whatever you tell it to.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always agree with you. You know?
You're always informing it 24/7.
Yeah. Until you choose something else. That's why I don't know, like, if I agree with the work of shadow work.
Yeah, it puts attention on it, puts focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are
Which is
different.
not.
But what you guys have got to remember is one thing: there are people come into life with different frequencies, and some ways are really efficient for some people, and other ways are more efficient in the longer term. So I agree with you. The shortcut is to go for where's your identity. But that's not within everybody's blueprint. And it's better to cooperate with your blueprint and collaborate with it. Maybe not, but there is method to that. There is validity to that method. So just remember that.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Sorry.
makes a lot of sense. And then, like, in a way, because, like, I always thought, like, oh, the more people awake, the better it will be. But it's not. If everybody wakes up in the same time, it's like it'll drop down as quick as it went up, you know?
Correct.
Because everything have to stay in balance. You know, you're tipping the scale too much on one side. So that's why like, it is frustrating. You'll be like, wow, why my brother? Like, still whatever. Well, it's for me to ascend or for me to, like, elevate myself, you know?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
the other side of the scale. And it's not right or wrong. It's just like,
That's right.
it's just the other side of the scale.
That's right. And to have appreciation in your compassion. That's what I realized was key. And that's why I love the Tibetan teachings about, you know, that every single soul that chooses to incarnate is considered equally brave. Because incarnating is the most difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's the greatest challenge for a soul to incarnate on earth.
Remember that guy, Pascal, I think you shared that interview with a guy with pre-birth experience, right? Where he told
Pre-birth
the
experience.
story. Yeah, he told the story of what he remembered before he was born.
Yes.
That was so amazing. I absolutely loved that. And that spoke to what the Tibetans teach.
Yeah.
And that's real allowing. Now to go back to your word today of allowing, Pascal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's allowing the true heart, as you always like to refer to, Craig.
Allowing what is.
Mm-hmm. And that's a highly developed form of awareness in my understanding of the importance and the purpose of awareness. And then you go from there. And as you guys were talking, you know, about patterns, and with awareness, you change the pattern. And then you think of Jesse's question about conditioned and unconditioned, and how we create, you know, and in 3D, the way that we create in some part is kicking against what we no longer want. Not necessarily kicking, but, you know, pushing against it. Like when you're swimming laps, push against the wall. And you're pretty grateful that you've got that wall there. It's much easier to do laps than 6 kilometers with no wall to push against. And shadow work is kind of like having a wall to push against. So there's value to it. And timing. You know, sometimes you've done enough. And that's when you think, okay, I've had enough of this now. I could do something different.
For some reason, it seems like we have to, it's necessary for us to experience the low frequency or shadow expressions of things in order to realize the higher frequency expressions of the same spectrum, right?
Absolutely.
Like it's almost like you have to find out what's not, you know, what's not well-being in order to achieve well-being.
Yeah, you need to see both sides of the spectrum, for sure. Because how would I know being happy? Like if I'm always just happy.
Yeah.
I never know
I
what's
didn't know
bad.
not happy. Yeah, contrast is a point of reference.
Yep, it's a coordinate. Oh, it provides coordinates. Okay, guys. It was a good start to my day. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Desi.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna go.
Allison.
I'm going to
Thank
go
you,
off
Allison.
with powerful
Yeah, thank you,
peace.
Allison.
Powerful piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
Peaceful
go off
power.
with for today.
Peace, powerful peace.
Hey, I saw a different way of having breakfast. I'm just downtown Calgary right now, and then these people have, I guess, like a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, a crack pipe, and a can of Pepsi.
Oh my gosh.
It's
It's a light breakfast, eh?
yeah. Let's start it like light, right? I'm like, wow.
Okay.
But no judgment.
Yeah. Now I know what not breakfast is.
Yeah. Now I know what's healthy breakfast is. Talking about contrast, right?
I'm really glad I didn't have to experience that to find out.
Yeah. Maybe you have. Who knows?
Maybe
Not
I
in
have.
this lifetime, but maybe you have, you know?
If I had, I wouldn't remember it.
No. I don't think it would be something you want to remember, right?
Yeah.
Min.
Mhm. Damn, you guys are making it easy for me to write this book. Oh my goodness.
We're a little bit of an inspiration for you.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
It's like every day is a chapter, you know.
Yeah, how big this book's gonna be?
Well, it's all. I already know it's going to be a series. The thing is, all of these concepts kind of unfold, and they just keep expanding all the time. So
Right.
the first one's going to be a bunch of key concepts like that. Make it difference, like talking about awareness and consciousness and that kind of stuff would be like one concept. Thing is, you know, I could probably write 200 pages on just that. So making it simple enough to take up 10 pages instead is a good idea for starters.
Yeah, that's a start. 200 pages.
Yeah.
It's definitely my one of my biggest resistance of writing things.
Yes.
But it's probably the most growth that I can have.
Yeah.
Pushing through
Letting
it.
Letting yourself channel the words too. Something like that too. That's something that I'm focusing on as well. I've been writing all kinds of stuff. I have one of my gifts is to take really complex material and make it simple for people. And, but I've been doing that kind of unconsciously most of my life, and now there's an opportunity to actually write that same stuff, but in conjunction with what channels through. So I'm really excited about that. So when I'm saying that this book is writing itself, that's kind of what I mean. It's because when we get together like this and we actually explore these ideas, these concepts, that's what I mean by channeling what comes through, because it just expands as we talk about it. So I might be called the author of this book, but I'm not really. Very collaborative effort. More like I'm more like an editor of everything that comes through.
Yeah, you're like a conduit. Conduit of
Kind of sorting out what's valuable and what isn't. You know, the stuff that we're doing, none of us, I don't know that any of us will ever be an authority on stuff because it keeps changing all the time.
None of us will be an authority.
Yeah, we'll be an authority. Authority as in know anything definitively.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing, I tried to do that when I was in the middle of developing technology and all that kind of stuff. I tried to keep track of all the stuff that was being developed and all those different things, so that I synthesize them and use them in what I was doing. And finally, about, well, this would be about 1994, I kind of gave up on that because I couldn't keep up. Like the amount of knowledge and sharing and all that kind of stuff, got to the point where I just couldn't absorb it all. I tried.
Couldn't contemplate.
Well, the funny thing is, I've been contemplating it ever since. All of it. Like all of what I absorbed, I've been contemplating all of it. But I just couldn't keep up with that pace of input. I think what happened was that instead of reading it, I could actually absorb it. I learned to absorb it energetically. In 1994 is when I got hired to work in Silicon Valley, and wow, just living there, you couldn't help but kind of absorb the energy. It was quite phenomenal, actually. I really missed it when I had to leave there.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you guys, like the overall feeling I get by participating every morning, these kind of sessions was very much like the same energy I felt when I was living in Silicon Valley. Very much the same kind of a thing. It was all very, very proactive and developmental, and creative, designing. We have something here that has a continuity to it I never had there. So it's the continuity and sustainability that really feeds me. That's what we're doing here, right? Because I've been able to initiate that same energy in other places besides just being right here. A few days ago, Jesse was talking about that too. He was able to replicate this kind of environment, like with his family, with his kids, with his spouse, other stuff like that. That's kind of how this works. I didn't know I don't think any of us knew that that's how this works. It turns out to be.
Yeah. It's the key, right? So if we can apply it to our day-to-day life, right?
Right, exactly. So we live it here, we practice it here, we model it here. We can take it out and live it and practice and model it anywhere we want.
Yeah, we put it in practice.
Yep.
In our day-to-day life.
Yep. In a way, it's one big lab experiment, you know?
Yeah, and I always start like to seeing That's why like those practices are so powerful, because like we see it in ourselves. Now we can see it in others. But you have to see it in yourself first.
Yeah, well, that's where it is. Everything's inside yourself. Everything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we're the source of everything. It just means that's where everything is residing. Nobody outside of you can actually inform that. Only inform yourself. That's why I like this format, because it's not about discussion. It's not about agreement or anything like that. Like that isn't even part of it. It's more like being about drawing out each other's inner voice and inner authority and allowing it to speak. Allowing that synergy to inform us together.
Yeah, we're creating a vortex.
Yeah. Energetic entity. Organism.
So how was your class, the hypnotherapy class?
Really
Enjoyed
good.
it?
Oh,
Yeah?
really, really good. The last day was mind blowing. We got into groups of two and we worked on each other. Oh my! It was very, very powerful. Like, I didn't believe in it before, but I did believe in it before. But if I didn't believe in it before, I'd be so totally convinced. Dancing.
Mm.
Really, really powerful. She worked on me, I bawled my eyes out. I worked on her, she bawled her eyes out. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Did you find it simpler that you made it to believe?
Well, hypnotherapy was one of the few things that actually helped me when I was in the middle of a crisis. crisis with chronic pain and leftovers of PTSD, like post-traumatic paralysis and all that kind of stuff. So it was like, well, I knew, like it was through hypnotherapy that I found out about my near-death experience and you know, picked up a lot of other things too around regressions and past life stuff. So I was really ready to experience that when it showed up in my life. So yeah, so I kind of wanted to know the mechanics of it, but I also wanted to know the energetics of it, because it's definitely there's stuff from there that's going to kind of come together and add up to I don't want to call it a modality, but kind of like a way of dealing with things. Like I've already dovetailed it into the recode and other stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's bits and pieces from each one, and yeah, and Joy, who's the teacher of it, she's also a Magmind person. I actually met her in November, and again in
Right, you
January
mentioned that.
at
Yeah.
those Magmind events. Yeah, exactly. So she'll be able to help me kind of do that, help me integrate some of those things together. Because all those tools, you use them all intuitively anyway when you're working with people. But I want to be able to do large group things. Like I'm not saying I'm going to try to put everybody in a room into a hypnotic trance, but there's elements of that could be extremely beneficial for everybody involved. So yeah. You know, like teaching people how to talk to give their DNA instructions, things like that.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, now that I'm aware that I'm doing those kinds of things, okay, people how to do those same kinds of things. Well, yes, you can once you become aware of what you're actually doing.
So was it a course mainly, like say, on past life regression and stuff?
No, it was about just basic hypnotherapy and setting up a practice. And a lot of the time, like it was 3 days long, and we spent most of our time actually doing practical exercises where we practiced doing scripts and different things like that.
Oh, okay.
So that we know how to run a session, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
I had
there's basic stuff you can do, like you can help people stop smoking, you know, stuff like that. I mean, those aren't the kind of people that I want to work with, but I can do that. I know I can do that now.
Right. Yeah, because I had a session with, the modality of Dolores Cannon, and
Oh,
she
yeah?
was like, she was one of the high level in that practice, like level 3 or whatever.
Yes.
And I was so surprised that the way she I don't know, like she put me in trance, you'd say.
Mhm.
It was so simple.
Was it quick?
Well, I don't know if it really worked on me. That's why I was like, I'm not sure about it, because
Yeah.
but it was all like about visualization. Like I thought like, oh, she's gonna have like beautiful music with her voice, and like it would be so. I'm like, huh, this is strange. Like I didn't expect that at all, because it was just like, okay, I want you to imagine, say like you're on this planet and you just arrived. Like, what do you see? I'm like, that's it. you know. It was like really like a couple phrases, and I'm like, wow, this is it. This is what you learn. And then from that, like, whatever question I want to ask, like, it's kind of like she was asking my higher self, right?
Yep.
But I don't know, like, she noticed when I was really, she was talking to my higher self, and when it was my egoic mind, right? And she said it's when like you start talking about we instead than I.
Oh, interesting.
That's when like it was the distinction. And like, so really I got kind of mixed feeling about this session. It was long. It was like 4 hours long. It was really long.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like we talk a lot, and I'm a talker, and she loves talking and blah, blah,
really?
blah, right? Just a little bit. That's why you guys put me on mute sometime, like that's it, that's enough. That's enough of them. But yeah. So yeah, everything is like I've when Allison says about curiosity, well, yeah, that is my true nature and purpose, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
You dialed me in.
Yeah, mine is to kind of key that way, actually.
I mean, I want to know it all, but more importantly, I want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Even though it hurts.
Yeah. Yep. Well, basically how that works is when you're working with a client, what you're doing is you're testing how suggestible they are. Because basically what you're doing, what a hypnotist does is suggests things. I mean, it's that simple, really.
You suggest things to your client.
Yep. You suggest
what would be a good example
that are different. Okay. Well, if it's a smoker, you get them into a suggestible state, and then you suggest that they're not a smoker. I mean, it's not exactly that simple, but that's basically what is going on. So that identity part that you and I were talking about earlier, that you identify with, okay, that's part of it. know, because they have this identity that's fixed.
Uh-huh.
That I am a smoker idea. Have that
Yeah.
identity that's fixed, right? And so what you're doing is going in there when they're suggestible, and you're suggesting something else. So interestingly enough, that state of suggestibility is like being a baby. It's like being a pre-verbal baby.
It sounds very familiar to one of the exercise in magnetic mind, right?
Yeah.
What other choice?
Well, what Chris does is what you do is you get into innocence, right?
Mhm.
You find your happy place. You find your innocent space. That's the same thing. You're highly suggestible when you're in that space. But we do the same thing every day. We do the same thing every day here. Like we spend 2.5 hours in a suggestible space. I mean, we've done it so many times, day after day after day, that we don't even realize that that's what we're doing anymore.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. It's like,
Well, we're shining light.
right. Well, we're
our
allowing
pattern.
the light. We're allowing the light to come in. Right. We're
Good morning,
allowing
guys.
awareness to come in. Hey, Nikki.
I was
Morning.
just following through with that. I quite like that. I think that we are the light. This is what's so exciting. I think that rememberings of just knowing that we don't have to second guess ourselves. We are the light.
Yeah.
We just are the light. And through that, it's just a beautiful way of expressing it that others can see it in themselves. So that's where no mistake comes into. I honor the light in you. I honor your light. I honor I honor you. I honor your genius. I honor your who you are as this being, of light, right?
Your light's
and
already
that's what we
there.
got to celebrate now. Yeah, that's what we got to celebrate.
A little, but it's not.
Yeah, there's no
It's
more
not in there.
convincing. Yeah, it's no more convincing, shying away, thinking what people think if you're crazy or if you're on this planet or you come from another planet. You know what? Energy doesn't lie. It just doesn't lie. So this is just about embodying the God that you are, and why you came here on earth is purpose to be of service and love one another. That's it. That's the two things we came here for, is to serve one another and love each other. Love one another as you love yourself, because it starts with you. So yeah, shine away, baby. I'm all about the shine now. That's it, sunshine. No matter if it's a cloudy day, there's still sun. Still sun coming out. And that I'm gonna live my life. I made this is a confirmation, this is a expression of hearing my voice, because it's so good to hear God's voice. It's so good to hear my heart. It's so good to be around people that do support, that do encourage, and do uplift. And when I leave, I feel better to take on the task that I don't even think, but I just do it because that's what's required here. It's just required. There's no more, can I do it? Will I do it? Should I do it? What if maybe this goes wrong? All the negative narratives that come through your pathway, I have to just block it, baby. I've got to block it. If I'm going to come through all the obstacles that I have come through already, but also now, because it's taking me to a whole nother different dimension. I mean, I am not who I thought I was. And my thoughts, my feelings, how I treat others, how I used to treat others, how I used to take things personally. And now it's like water over duck's back. I mean, you can say whatever the hell you want to say to me. It's really a reflection of you and you yourself. So I don't need to take anything personal. This is a huge breakthrough for me to shine my light, because I always felt like I have to be a certain way for people to accept and just understand. But you know what? If you do not understand and you do not accept me, you're not for me. You're just not for me. So bye-bye. Goodbye. Because when you say goodbye to those things that are holding you and making you feel like you can't move forwards, that's when you have to say goodbye. And you do have to lose. You have to lose whatever you thought was and wanted. You just got to say, love you, but goodbye. And I promise you, those goodbyes, there's a hello just around the corner. There's a hello around the corner. So thank you for sharing the light, because I felt that. Thank you. Really, honestly, thank you. Thank you. Like, I cannot even thank you enough. Seriously, because now I'm really understanding the privilege of being around people, not because they're heart-centered, not because they're in line with you, not because they agree with you, not because of anything, but just knowing I'm in the right place. I have lived my life to be in the right place with the right people. And I couldn't understand why I'm in this circle of toxicity, people that just always have a problem with me, people always want to change me, people always want to tell me what I'm doing wrong, people, oh my God. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, how can I, as a pleaser, as a man pleaser, as a human pleaser, my whole life, I think, now I understand. I honestly understand why I couldn't be where I am now. It's because I came into my heart and I said, I choose this. I choose healthy, beautiful, inspirational connection with people. Because I love people, period. I love them. I actually love them. And unfortunately, they didn't love me back. And then I took the wound of thinking, oh, I must be something, or I should be like this, or I should be like that. Only if I should be like, look like this or that. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter how freaking hot, gorgeous, sexy you are, how intelligent. Boy, oh boy, if it doesn't come in agreement, it's just gonna disagree. So this is what I realized. I realized it a long time ago, but now I'm verbalizing it. Thank you to Craig, because he says I must speak, and I must speak with my heart, but I must speak to hear myself, because I am hearing myself for the first time. I'm hearing myself, Craig. I'm hearing myself. I'm not hearing other voices anymore. I'm not hearing them anymore. I'm hearing myself. And I think that's the most powerful thing, because I now know I'm in alignment, because even to the nail polish that I choose yesterday, it's so in alignment that it makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like anything, everything, yeah? To the food I eat, to the clothes I wear, to the people I'm going to be with, and just being right here, the life. The thing
Notice
I think,
it's a lot less work.
No, but I just want to say one more thing. What did you say?
I said, did you notice how it's a lot less work?
It's so much. I cannot express this gratitude. I'm loving it, man. I'm thinking like, what, how? But I just say thank you. That's all I'm saying today is thank you. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to double guess it. I'm not going to shy away. I'm not going to be anything than just right here with all that I am, all that I'm not. And I'm just like embracing it. And now I understand why I'm around people that are like so giving and so loving and so kind and compassionate. And oh my God, I walk away from them. I think, gee, that was like, it felt like
It's almost scary, isn't it?
Now,
being around compassionate people.
Craig, are you ready? Pascal.
What's that?
Are you ready for this one? Listen to this.
No, probably not, but go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, goody. Okay, goody. Okay, here it goes. Listen to this one and tell me what you think. Because I can't wait to tell you this. So tell me what you all think. Listen to this. You ready? Who's ready? I have to know
Ready.
if everyone's on board. Anyway, your experience do not form you. You form yourself by understanding the experience. Isn't that profound? Bypass the inner critic, your judge, and everything else that goes with it. Isn't that beautiful? What do you think?
Say it again.
Oh, I love you. Okay, I'll say it again because I knew you needed to hear that again. All right. Your experience do not form you. You form yourself by understanding your experience.
Oh boy.
Yes, Craig, I feel you. I know you. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
boy.
yeah. Come on now,
Say that
Craig. Now
again
give
because I
it.
want to write it down.
No, you give it first. Give me what that. Oh, bring it now. I'm gonna hear your voice and your heart speak.
Okay, you said your experience doesn't shape you.
Oh my God, thank you. Your experience do not form you. You form yourself by understanding your experience. Right? I'm okay, I'm gonna say it softly. Your experience
You form
do not
yourself.
form you. Nia, your experience do not form you. You form yourself by understanding your experiences. Isn't that just amazing? Yeah. So there you go. I'll leave it to you. Anyone?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
this is so
yeah.
good.
Because it really comes down to your own interpretation
Mm-hmm.
as to what's happening,
Yeah,
as to what you're experiencing. Yes.
yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, thank you, Craig.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
that
thank you.
interpretation that shapes you,
Yes, thank you,
not the
Craig.
experience itself.
Yes,
The
Craig.
experience is neutral.
Uh-huh.
This is always neutral.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Yeah. Beautiful, man. Wow.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
just one
my word.
perspective.
Yeah. Oh wow, I love that, Craig. Yeah. I'm mixing up my electrolytes here. I wish I could share you guys. So it's my own mixture. So I'm mixing a little magnesium and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Get it all in, you know what I'm saying? Early in the mornings. With you guys. Yeah. So how's everybody? How's Jesse? How's Pascal? Looking good? Looking really good. Coffee looks hot. The smoke is coming out. You know what I mean by smoke? Yeah, I'm very grateful. I it's just like, yeah, you know, I just feel that, you know, this joy that I'm experiencing, I know what I've always known, it's my strength from God, but because he even says your strength is he says the Lord is my strength, yeah. So, but when you get to come into this understanding that your joy is your strength, you know, and a lot of things can pull you down in any second of every second. Even like a word comes to your mind or your thought or something, or maybe yesterday you thought you did this or you got, it doesn't matter. It's just any experience. It's like, and it can just like you realize that you're in control of these emotions. The emotions do not control you. You get to, and I think what I love is by articulating my emotions. To feel sad, number one, was a very big one for me this year, to express the sadness, to say it's okay to be sad, but it's also okay to be angry, and it's also okay to be happy, and it's okay to go for a second plate of food. It's okay, you know. So it's just the emotions that I feel that when we can articulate, that we do not have to react, that we can respond and we can pause and we can hear somebody. And even if you think you know something, you can still listen because you're practicing on the listening. So it's just a maturity way of communicating. you just not, yeah. So I'm going to stop talking now because I know I'm talking a lot, but it's just my heart, yeah. This is literally like when Pascal said, I'm not speaking from my heart, right from the beginning. This was a practice that I got to practice to be here. And my true choice, I'm just telling everybody out there in the world that listening to this replay and whoever's on here, I'm going to tell you straight up, right? First, having people that can really speak into your life is the biggest gift. Second, because of my true choice that I did with Craig that said I would like to, be in my heart and show up as me, like literally show up as me, meaning all my fault. Like literally all my dirty washing is as such, but I can say that it's all clean and smells good, yeah. And I'm just like saying right now, thank you, because I've learned the lessons, yeah. So the lessons.
Oh, you dirty washing.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my lessons because I always thought that fear was something of to be very restricted and punished, but I realized that now fear is giving me the lessons. Because I've had to do things in fear, I had to come show up many times when I felt like maybe I wasn't at my best, and maybe I was too much. I don't know. But I came back the next day and the next day and the next day. And then I had a little setback with my sister. And so I have to really bring my heart there for her and encourage her. So I just want to say, this moment in time, I just want to say I honor and I really appreciate everyone here and the love and the light that you give to me, but you give to everybody. And we get to have this every single day that people do not have. And I just really, really pray as I pray and as I send out love to everyone that they get a tribe, they get a tribe, they get people. Yeah. Because yesterday, just want to say, and I'm going to end it off, but yesterday when I'm gone outside, I didn't expect to see T and I didn't expect to see Gareth that comes from England, but born in Johannesburg. I didn't expect that you guys were going to reciprocate and say hi to him. He's just a neighbor. He's just in the neighborhood. I've just met him. And everybody came on and everybody put their cameras on. And I was standing there going, oh my God, are you like, when you want to show off your friends, like you want to make an impression, like you want to show off your friends. I wasn't showing off, okay? I was just showing him, Auntie, that I'm on a call here with my friends, yeah? And you all showed up. And you all said hi. And he didn't say anything afterwards, but I felt in my heart, I said to myself, if that wasn't a good impression, not that I wanted to give an impression, but it's the truth. It's organic. If I wanted to impress somebody, man, did I impress the socks out of myself even, because I realized, hey, these are my friends and they say hi to. And I even gave the phone to him. I picked up the dog and he was talking like you were talking back. So this is what I talk about, the beautiful light of connection, You don't need to know somebody to be nice and show some love, So that was love. He even asked Jesse to take his cap off, and Jesse took his cap off. Follow? And Joe. Craig, you came on the camera. Anyway, I'm just saying what I'm saying because it's important that I say it. Now that I said it, thank you for listening. Okay, I'm finished.
You're done now?
I'm 100% done. I don't know. For now, I'm done. For now. I can't promise, but it's for now. Thank you. But did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Don't need to repeat anything.
No, I'm not repeating it. I don't need to repeat because it's not for me to have a confirmation. I'm just wanting to know, did you hear that? If you heard it, great. If you didn't, that's on you. That's not on me. I know that I said it. That's all that matters.
Can you guys hear the guy running a leaf blower behind me?
Yes, I can hear that. That's for sure. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I might
There's a
go
lot
in the
of
house
noise.
for a while.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because there's a lot of noise in the background. But that's okay. We understand.
What time is it? Oh,
What
7
time
o'clock
is it?
already.
My time is 1 minute to 9. It's going to be 10 o'clock soon.
Just gonna go where it's not so noisy for a bit.
It's okay. Are you walking? Are you outside?
I was,
Okay.
not anymore.
Alrighty. Pascal, are you there?
Yeah, I gotta plug my phone in too.
Yeah, Pascal. Jesse's off.
Yeah, I
camera.
am there.
Oh, there he is. How's it, Pascal? How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was
How's your
good.
weekend?
It was good. Yeah, it was smoky.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. That's great.
Yeah, it was an opportunity to spend time with the family inside.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's good.
Oh, guys, beautiful.
It was a chill day
It's
yesterday.
a chill day.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you off?
Yeah, Sunday I'm always off. Yeah,
Oh, that's
Like-
nice.
Sunday is always my me day.
Oh, I love that about you. So listen, do you still fast on Sunday? Do you do a fast on a Sunday, or you don't? Or do you do it once a week, or is it just
I do Saturday.
So every
late-
Saturday you fast, right? Every
Yeah.
Saturday you fast, eh? Yeah, good
Yeah.
for you, huh? Yeah, I
But
love
now,
that.
like
huh?
I've been just doing like a fruit fast.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's also awesome, man. Yeah. That's good.
Does that mean you
Any-
just eat fruit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. I
just
was
eat
about to
fruit
ask.
and drink water that day.
Do you eat all kinds of fruit?
Yeah, all kind,
Oh, that's good. So
all kind.
all kinds, yeah. That's good. Nice. Sounds delicious.
Yeah, and there's a lot of vegetable that we think they're vegetable, but they're actually fruit, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like tomatoes.
yeah, cucumber, and even like things I think
Cucumbers
like
too, yeah.
quinoa. Quinoa
Yeah.
is actually a fruit.
Kiwa?
Quinoa. I think that's what it was. Yeah,
You're talking about kiwis or kiwis? What is it? You mean
quinoa. Quinoa,
Yeah.
like the grain quinoa.
Oh, yeah. I got that. Yeah,
I don't know. Do you call it like quinoa? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna be looking for like a full list of just fruit and see if there's such a thing.
Yes. That's awesome. Nice. That's
Because I was
really
watching a lady. I think she's from Australia, and
Uh-huh.
that's how she's been doing for like 15 years. She just eats
Well,
fruit.
I think that's one of the, it's something of a good practice. Let's be like that. It's a good practice. It's a beautiful practice to do. And also to do it, it's a good practice. That's what it is. It's a practice, Because there's so much benefits.
But again, it's not for everyone too, right? Like it's,
No, it isn't.
you know,
Hello,
gotta-
that's what I'm saying. It isn't. Mm-mm. But it doesn't mean that everyone can't do it. They all can do it. We can all eat fruit. You know what I mean? We can all fast once a day, or not fast once a day, once a week, or we can miss a meal. I mean, everybody can do that. It's the benefits. It's the benefits of what you want for what you want to feel. Because when you
Mhm.
you clean out the gut, you clean out all that. 80% of your serotonin is in that. So hello there. So it's up to you. But we all can do
Yeah.
it. It's not like it's one is better than the other. It's just that's
Well,
just another thing. Not every diet
yeah,
fits
if you're
for
ready
everyone.
to feel, if you're ready to feel hunger,
There you
right?
go. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's exactly.
Yeah,
But
we can
also
all
that
do
what
it. But
help?
you know,
Yeah.
are you ready to feel really hungry?
Oh, I'm hungry, darling. As Les Brown says, hungry. I'm hungry. Like right now, I do intermittent fasting most of my it's a lifestyle for me. It's not like I don't see it in anything of I must do this, I must do that, I can't have this. If I eat that, it's wrong. I don't have all that. That's a lifestyle I've chosen, my health and vitality. So I just choose to be healthy. I just choose it. But that's me. But also it's everyone else. This is what I'm saying. This is why I feel that there's nothing to preach. And if you practice it, and you become it, you're going to allow others to see it. And when others see it, they become it. And it's not you, it is their choice. This is where everyone gets their power back. This is where everyone gets to say, I'm just as powerful as you. So there's no envious, there's no jealousy, there's no comparing. There will just be your choice, your decision, you doing what you do, and that's what matters. And then everyone will be in their own genius. But unfortunately, we get into a place of a low vibration, feeling that we're not good enough, that we can't compare, that we can't do that, and this and that. And it just sabotages us.
You mean
So
we
this is
believe our
why.
parents?
What about our parents?
We believe our parents?
We believe our
teachers?
parents? What do you mean?
Yeah. How do you think we get into those states?
Yeah, but
We
I
learn them.
reparent myself. Yeah,
We
but you
learn
got to
them. We
reparent.
learn them. They're modeled for us.
Yeah, but it's
But
not
that's the way
forever,
things
Craig. You
are.
got to reparent. No, it's not. No, you got to reparent. You got to take charge of reparenting
I know,
yourself.
but that's what I'm saying. Where do we get those patterns in the first place?
It's ancestral. We know that.
Yeah.
We know it's ancestral. It's not what was done to me or was put down to me or what I've had to deal with. I mean, it's huge, but it wasn't mine for me to take on. I knew now that it's a pattern that I knew at the age of 12 already that I had to stop. I have to stop this. That if I have to ever give life to another human being or another person, that it doesn't continue in his life, that it stops here with me. It does not go further with my son. It just stops. And then with his life, he's got to go through his own perception and his trials and obstacles in life that it brings to him. But I would just like to know that it stops with me. So he has a nice, not nice, but he has a clearer path to say, a clearer path that he can have his own thoughts, that he's not dominated, he's not told, he's not punished. He can speak his truth. He can be in his body. He can feel tired. There's no tearing down and telling you what's wrong with you. You're stupid. Don't know anything. Keep quiet. Shut up. All that nonsense. He doesn't get that verbal or emotionally vibration with me. He gets only what he sees in me, and that's acceptance, love, approval. You can do this. I love you. I'm there for you. And whenever you need me, I'm here. That's it. That's it. I told him, that's it. So let me tell you, a boy of 14 that comes and wants to say to me, hey, Mom, my friends really like you. That's thank you. Tick the box there.
And then come to me, and he bought a couple of things because he's graduating next week for middle school. He's going to Beacon High School, the top New York schools, public schools, literally in the city. Thank you very much. And he comes and says, hey, what do you think of my outfit? And I go, well, my dear, he's asking his mother. You know, at 14. I mean, like, you don't even get a good morning sometimes. But yesterday I took the opportunity and I said, well, my dear, spot on. You ready to go? You ready to get, you know, go to high school? Because it's a big deal, right? It's a big shift for him. So he's very excited. So there you go. Tick that box off. So yeah. Can't hear you, Jesse. You're muted.
Thank you. I said, Nikki, I appreciate your light and your energy this morning. Your
Thanks.
passion. Yeah, just a passion for life is full. It was full today. That is what peaceful power we're aware of, allowing it. Allowing it to just flow through. It's like,
Finally.
how much we just wrestle with controlling, conditioning, having it be certain ways.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
More people will just allow it, to let it be, move on.
God. Thank you.
What do we want? Where do we want to be with it? Support, allow, trust.
Having the
Work
permission.
together. Man, maybe it's not meant to be that way either.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. And that's okay. That's okay, right? It's so good.
That's
it's
right.
Okay. It doesn't mean anything. It's just what it is. And maybe give it space and it come back and it would be better.
That's right. That's right.
But it doesn't need to change that moment if it's not coming in agreement. It's best to give each other space and love each other enough to say, I can give you that time, you know, and you work it out in a way. And when you're ready, you come back to me. I think that's just so mature in every relationship that you're in. And even with yourself, you don't have to always be right there answering everything or being everything for that moment. Sometimes you just can't. You're tired. You're hungry. You need food. You know?
Yeah.
Me time, like Pascal says, me time. The me time. It's so important to have me time. I love that. Thank you. So good. You know what comes up for me that's so powerful in sessions and when you're around certain things, how things rub off. Eventually you hear it come. And like you said, Jesse, right in the beginning, you started this because you didn't want to do it alone, that you wanted to do it with others. And I got to tell you, this is where the real united uni as yogi come together as one, and we experience it together as one experiences, the other one experiences it. And that's what gives the confirmation that you can say, thank you. So I get to thank you today because for this, I don't take lightly. And I'm very appreciative of this time together. Very appreciated.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate Craig and Pascal, Allison, and all that have been here, all that have passed through, broke through, moved on.
Peace.
All part of it. We're all parts of it. Gathered, breakthrough, and scattered. Well, why don't you have a wonderful day?
You as well, guys.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Much love.
Bye. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, okay, it's been great.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, have a great day, everybody.